Hello everyone, this is Donna Bell again with Shabby Chic, Pretty and Sweet, and Shiny Treasure Designs Etsy shop. And I have just finished another little golden book junk journal, and it has come out just so adorable. I just couldn't wait to show you. So here we are, let's get started. Okay, we have this ribbon is the closure, and it is it's the small one, and I have buttons, and it's trimmed out in ribbon, and this beautiful fabric for the binder. And I did use the button technique. I forget who I saw that did that. It does have a blue Swarovski dangle that can be hooked on and off. It has the little hook here, so it can be taken off and hooked on your purse, a necklace, your rear view mirror, just whatever you want to hook it on. And it is Swarovski, and it does have all the beautiful little buttons. I had so much fun putting those on. And the back has this beautiful, I covered it with this beautiful embroidered piece of doily. And whoops, I need to get that little straggle piece off. I just love the way it came out. I do. And this is an antique piece. It was hand done. So let's open it. Let's open it and see what is inside. Let me fix my thing back. All right, let's see. This is how it looks when it's closed from the top. This is the front and the bottom. And beautiful dangle. The binding, and let's see how wide the binding is. Let's see here. It's about 1.5 inches across, and it is 6 inches tall. And then the book itself is 5 3/4 inches wide, and it's square. So wait a minute. 6 and 5 3/4. Okay, so let's open it and get started. It just unties, and then you open it, and there's some more of that beautiful antique hand embroidery doily inside there. Here it says enjoy good times, and that's a bag where you can store a small pen, pictures, notes, whatever you want to, you can fit it in there. And there are a few of these throughout. It has been machine stitched. It says enjoy good times forever. I thought that was really nice. Let's play peekaboo, and it has been coffee dyed, and the copyright date on this one is 1981, 31, I can't tell which. And it's Let's Play Peekaboo by Joan Webb, and the illustrations are by Kim Mulkey. And here we have the first page, and I did keep the story in line so that you can read it. And here we have one of these tags that you can tie closed, and I will tie that back later for the sake of the time of this video. And this is just the pocket that it came out of. Here we have a tri-flip journaling spot, and that just tucks in here, and again it has been machine stitched. And here we have another one of those flip tags. This one is made of fabric and paper. And I did use some of my paper that I made throughout this book as well, that I did with the shaving cream and food coloring technique. So I'll tie that one back again in a few minutes as well. Here we have another, nope, sorry. Here we have a flip out with a couple of pages. You can journal here, 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 and here. And I did use a decorative cut along the edge there. We have a belly band made of fabric and ribbon and then stitched. This is just a little embossed tag with E-more that I put on there and tucked it in there. We have a pocket with a little mini journal that I made that says Explore. Some more of my little stained papers. There's just a lot in this book. Here we have another pocket made out of some of my papers. And a little small ATC. It says Giggle. Has some ribbon and a button and a little scrap of vintage fabric. And you can journal on the back of there. And that goes into there. Some ledger paper. Here, because this said Giggle, I wanted to give a little something to giggle about, so I put this book page that you open, and it has the leaf with the little caterpillars on it. I thought that was really cute, so I put that in there, and that just folds up. You can put a picture in there, or you can actually glue it closed and use it as an envelope if you want to. And there's a pocket behind there where you can store something. It says Happy down here, and there's a little piece of the same fabric that I used here. Behind that, you'll find it throughout the book. And we have a pocket here. We have some of that fabric and ribbon and some stitching there. And a little flip, trifold flip. And it says, has one of the tickets, it says Laugh. Has some little ladybugs. And it just flips up for journaling. Again, that's some of my paper that I did. And on this side, I just sewed a little piece of that fabric and 3 of the little buttons that I used here on the outside. I carried them through the book. And just a page here and some of the seam binding that I have that I stitched on there. A little tuck spot here. Another bag. We have a bag here. Oops. Let me clip this off because it is getting into the way. Getting caught on my lace. I'll put that back on after. Let's see, where were we? Okay. We have another bag right here for storage of pictures or notes, private things, whatever you want to put in there. Here I have a bingo card, a little piece of fabric, and it has been turned into a memo place to journal. And you can journal here as well. That's what my paper kind of looks like that I made. Some coffee dyed paper, some graph paper, and on here we have a paper clip with rhinestones on it. And I just took a little square book out of a book page that I cut out. It has a little mouse on a little tulip. Stitched some of my paper all the way around to make a journal thing, and you can kind of see lines to journal on. And that just goes over the top of this. Gives a little privacy and gives journal space as well, both. And that just fits on there. And then you see the other side, and here we have some lined paper, and there's the center, and you can see where it's sewn in nice and straight. And then the rest of this one is pretty much mirror of that. We have more lined page, more graph page, more copy paper, another pocket with another smaller memo thing with lots of paper here. Perfect for making lists. I mean, there's several pieces in there. And again, it is a bag for storage. Here, oops, I made a little shaker with some beads, and it says beautiful, has cardstock behind it. I just love the way that came out. And you can journal on the back. And it says full of wonder. Stitch some more of that fabric along the bottom of here to carry it on through. And I'll show you the stitching. I played around a little bit there. Next page. You can see the stitching a little bit better at the bottom here. Kind of gave it a little decorative piece. We have another pocket and another trifold flip with some lined paper inside for journaling. And that just tucks down inside of there. Look at the little bird on the swing and the little squirrels and the doggy and a little girl playing peekaboo. I just love this book. Here we have some ledger paper. And here I made a little flip ledger sheet that you can fit into your purse or your wallet, or, you know, and you can journal up here. Just a convenient place for keeping track. And it just goes, the paper clip goes on the top to hold it closed. Having trouble with my hands here. Oh, it goes this way. All right, here I have another little memo with some more of the fabric, and it says Delight, and it has been sewed, and it's coffee dyed. And this page has been coffee dyed. Here we just have a little flip out, and I just tucked a little paper clip on there to help keep that closed. One of my little tags that I made, one of my little vintage, it has lace and applique, and you can journal on the back, and it just came out really cute. It has some little fringe, and that's just tucked down in there and stitched on the side here. Journal here, another pocket, and another one of those little flip tags that you can tie closed, and I will put that back in after. And here he is hiding behind a bush. They're playing hide and seek, and it has been coffee dyed. And another bag for storage. You can put pictures, notes. If you want to use it for a baby book, you can put keepsakes in there. All kinds of things. You can journal here, same here and here. And that's the end of the first signature, and you can see the center of the spine here, how nice and neat that looks. All nice and clean and neat, the way it should be. And this is the second signature. I could only fit 2 signatures into this one. And it says, "So wonderful, these are the days." And it is a bag where you can store things like if you're using it as a baby book or a journal, you can store things. Has some lace. And like I said, it has been coffee dyed. But Sarah's favorite game is peekaboo. So they hide behind the door, and this says family time, with a little scrap of fabric behind it, and it is stitched on. And here's a pocket, and in this pocket I have one of my papers that I did that you can journal on. I thought that was fun. You can journal on that, or you can put a picture on it. Here, another one of my little journals. This one is a flip up, and then it goes like this, and they do have a decorative cut to them. Can go either way. You can see where it's stitched on the back, and that just goes down in there. This is another one of those little flip tags, but on this one I punched a hole in the page, and it just slides up and then closed to give you some privacy space if you're journaling on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. So that just ties closed. just like that. And you could use it as a tuck spot as well. So you have the tag, the journal, you have the journaling on the page, the journaling on the tag, the privacy, and a tuck spot all in the one thing on both sides. Okay, here we have some more journal space on coffee dyed paper. We have a pocket with a journal card. And we have a tuck spot. It's just a little ticket, and then the word perfect, and it is stitched here. And then another little journal page there. Here we have another bag where you can store keepsakes, treasures, put private notes, photos, whatever you want in there. And it has been machine stitched. You can also put up a photo, use it as a background, and put a photo on each side. Here they're playing peekaboo, and I have done some stitching. It says, and play peekaboo with mommy. They hide behind the chair. You can see them here. I thought this was so cute. And I put a piece of that fabric and stitched it on. Here we just have a little, this ties closed, and there's a place to journal or put a photo or just whatever you want to in there, and then it just ties closed. I thought that was kind of cute with the book being peekaboo, to have a little place to play peekaboo. Put a photo in there, and you know, kind of reminds you of the game peekaboo that we all played as babies. Just reminds you, this book just reminds you of family time. And you can journal here or put a picture. Some lined paper for journaling, coffee paper for journaling, and I love the way that feels. And there's some lines here. Some more, you can put another photo here or just journal on there. And in there is another little journal. And you can actually glue photos on these pages if you want and use it for a photo book. Or you can use it as a journal. And here, just a tiny little flip where you can write something or put something, a date or birth date or, you know, just whatever. I just thought with it being peekaboo, that was kind of cute to put that there. Okay. And another place if you want to put a photo or you can write on it or whatever there. And it's a pocket on this side and it says Discover, and inside of there I have a trifold where you can journal. Thought that was lots of fun. And this is the center of this signature. You can see how nice and straight it is. These little holes are from where I took the original book apart. You can tell they're lined up. There were staples, so I took them out. Okay, there's Daddy putting the tricycle together. A pocket with another little journal. Oops, I got it upside down with ladybugs. I thought that was cute. And you can journal on these. Journal in there. And that just goes down in there. I thought with it being spring, that would be perfect. Some more stitching. Here, I saw this and I forget who did it, but I got the idea from them, and I will try to remember who so I can give them, pay homage to them. But it opens up. It just folds, and I've done this in some journals before. It just folds out to a huge sheet where you can journal. Okay. So it's a small book, but it does have lots and lots of journal space. And room to put keepsakes or notes or whatever you want. See, and it just folds right back up. And you could even use it as a pocket. You know, put something down in there if you wanted to. Another page where Daddy's playing with the kids. Here's Grandpa, and the squirrel, and the bird, and the kids, and it says Grandpa likes to play. We have a pocket here with another little tag that says Dream, And it has little ladybugs there, some lace, and you can journal on the back, and some of that pretty seam binding. And also some little planner pages with ladybugs and flowers on them. And all of that goes down into there. And then you can journal here or put another photo. More coffee dyed paper where you can journal or put a picture or whatever. More lined paper. Place to journal or put a picture. Another place for a picture. And here the kids are playing with Grandpa and the bird and the little squirrel. And then here the little boy asks, would you like to play too? And there's the little puppy. And another place for a photo. And again, this is a bag. Another place for a photo. And then back here, I made a flip journal tag because the journal is small. I made a little flip journal tag where you can journal or put a picture or whatever on there, and you can journal on the back. And it goes into the pocket. And here, have some of that fabric and just a little feather, something different because you have the little bird over here. The little yellow bird, so I had a little yellow feather and I put that on there. More journal space or tuck spot or a place for a photo. This is a flip down place to journal with some of my papers. Some graph paper, you can write or journal or draw or whatever you want to there. Another pocket with one of my little papers that I turned into a journal card, and that just sticks down into there. And another place for a photo, or you can journal. And it says, can you find Sarah and Tim? And there's she is, and there's the little bear. Just looks like a happy little family, doesn't it? And nowhere, now where are they hiding, it says. And here he is, and there's the little puppy, and there's little bones under the rocking chair. And here's the back page. You can put a picture on there. I love this print because it kind of reminded me of a quilt. And it is a bag. And again, you can put a photo here. And this is the back page. And I took some of that vintage doily, and it is a tuck spot. So you can tuck something up in here if you want to. You can tuck something in there. You know, a keepsake or something up in there. And you can see how nice and neat and everything is. I just had so much fun making this one. It was just so much fun. I just loved it. And I love the way the buttons feel and sound too. And I love this hand embroidery here. It reminds me of my grandmother. Beautiful, beautiful book. And I had so much fun making this one. So that's it for this one, and I want to thank you. And you can find it. It will be listed in my store. This one's only going to be $25. It is a smaller one. It is only 2 signatures. It will be $25 in my store, Shiny Treasure Designs on Etsy. Shiny Treasure Designs on Etsy. Or you can contact me on my Facebook group, Shabby Chic, Pretty and Sweet, or Craft Supply D-Stash. And I thank you and have a good day. God bless. Bye-bye.